I led my brother Tommy upstairs to the bathroom. Now, Tommy, this might be embarrassing, but if you want to keep pretending to be a girl, then you should know what it's actually like to be one. I'm going to give you the same talk that Mom gave to me, okay? Tommy nodded shyly. At around your age, every girl will start showing signs of becoming a woman. The biggest sign of this is when we get our first period. Admittedly, your circumstances are a little different. We both nervously laughed. Periods can be scary because of what happens to our bodies, but it can also feel exciting because it means we are developing and becoming young ladies. Okay, let's start with panty-liners. I reached over to the bathroom cabinet and pulled out a box of panty-liners. Sometimes, girls wear panty-liners even when they are not on their period. They are a great way of keeping your underwear fresh and clean. When girls do have their period, they work alongside tampons as added protection. We'll get to tampons later. Panty-liners are really easy to use and are part of getting dressed most days. I showed Tommy a single panty liner. Just remove this little strip here and press the liner against the gusset of your panties. Here, like this. I pulled up the hem of my dress, lowered my underwear, and applied the liner. See? Nothing to it, I said, as I pulled up my panties and let my dress fall back into place. Tommy, I want you to raise your skirt up and pull your panties down to your thighs so we can see inside of them. Tommy did as he was instructed. He was wearing a thin, flirty summer skirt that ran to mid-thigh. His panties were white cotton with a small bow decorating the middle of the waistband. I handed Tommy a panty liner. He mimicked my example perfectly, smoothing the liner into his underwear and adjusting himself. Does it help hold your boy parts in when you tuck them between your legs? I asked. Tommy lifted his skirt to look. The front of his panties were smooth with barely a bump. How does it feel becoming a big girl? I joked. Tommy laughed and said that he felt good. I continued. Next, Maxi pads. Maxi pads are larger, thicker, more absorbent types of panty liners. You wouldn't wear one all the time, but as you get to know your body, you'll know when you'll need some extra help down there. I reached for a package of Maxi pads. Tommy, you can keep your panty liner in, but let's try a pad as well. Side by side, we both exposed our underwear and pulled them down. Same again, Tommy, I said, as I gave his arm a little squeeze. We both unwrapped the pads, the crinkly wrapping making lots of noise. Tommy expertly applied his pad. He pulled his panties up, the pad visibly bulging through. How does that feel, Tommy? I asked. Tommy said that it felt nice, and it really covered his boy parts. He looked into the mirror and admired himself. I was so proud of him, taking a girl's needs seriously and being respectful. I continued my speech. One of the most important things is to be prepared, like a good Girl Scout. You should always carry spare pads and liners with you. And if not for you, then you'll be able to help out other girls in times of need. Shall we carry on? Tommy nodded. I noticed how he seemed more feminine now than earlier. Before, he was just my brother in a skirt, but now he seemed different. With exaggerated fanfare, I held up a tampon. Ta-da! Tampons can be scary to begin with, And obviously, we need to make some compromises because of your biology. But for any girl, it takes time to find one that suits you and your body. Tampons are the first line of defense against your period. I unwrapped the tampon so Tommy could see it. The applicator has two parts. The top part is the actual tampon, and the smaller part at the bottom is the plunger. You insert the top of the applicator, press the plunger all the way whilst holding this little string to make sure it stays outside your body. I handed Tommy the accompanying instructions for him to read. He looked a little uncertain. "It's okay, Tommy. Let's do this together." "Take off your skirt and panties," I said as I removed my own underwear and pulled my dress off over my head. I took my tampon and squatted slightly in front of Tommy. First, I placed the applicator at the opening and gently insert it. Tommy's eyes were as wide as saucers. I take the string and hold it against the outside of the plunger, then push using a little pressure. I feel the tampon enter me as I depress the plunger. Once it is all the way in, I release my finger on the string and slowly withdraw the applicator. I always give the string a little tug to make sure it's in place properly. I stood in front of Tommy, the string hanging between my legs. Determined, Tommy followed my instructions. His body being different, he struggled to insert the applicator, but he eventually managed and completed the job. Tommy squatted slightly in front of me, his string dangling like mine. "That's perfect, Tommy!" I was so happy for him. I gave his tampon string a playful tug. Tommy giggled, reached over, and did the same to me. "Oh, Tommy! Well done, sis!" Without thinking, I had just called Tommy my sister. We both laughed and hugged. I love my new sister.